just used a crap ton of products to get this look. If you want to see how I got it, stay tuned. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, please hit that like and subscribe button. I am going to try on a bunch of makeup that I purchased recently. As I'm trying it on, I will let you know what the consistency of them feel like, how the formula feels on my skin. I did actually do a bunch of swatches on Instagram at Desi__gold. If you want to go check them out, I will have a highlight on my Instagram profile. Let's get into this. So I actually already went ahead and did my eyebrows. Normally I use the Maybelline Tattoo Brow, and that usually kind of gives like it is really good because it stays on for 2 or 3 days, but it gives like a shiny effect on the top of my eyebrows, which I don't love. I usually start with doing my eyes, but I think I want to save my eyes for last today. So I'm going to start with the foundation. So this is the bottle of foundation. And this is in the shade Honey. So when I tried it on my hand yesterday, it looked really dark, which obviously I don't love that. Let me get a wet sponge. When I first opened this foundation, I thought that it would be a doe foot applicator because it kind of reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. I would prefer a pump over a doe foot applicator for a foundation. Personal preference. So I did already actually prep and prime my skin. For moisturizer, I use the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. I received that in a BoxyCharm box. And then I primed my skin with the Luminous Putty Primer from e.l.f. Again, another favorite. So I just put that much on for now. So let's see how. And I'm just taking that foundation and I'm pushing it right into my skin. Okay, I'm gonna do another pump for the other side. So I wanna make sure that this is all over all angles of my face. There's nothing worse than spending an hour and a half doing my makeup to then find out at the end of it that I didn't blend my foundation correctly. Very irritating. But I'm very new with making these kinds of videos, so I'm going to not be so hard on myself about it right now. Always remember to do your ears and your neck. I think we're good for blending. I think I spent a solid 5 minutes just blending that in. I'm going to push that in my eyes actually. Are we blended, guys? Okay. So I also picked up these, I don't know if that's so awkward to show you guys. This purple one is more of a matte, so it wasn't my favorite. I think I want to use the monochromatic and the brown one. So I am going to actually start with this brown shade here, and this is in the color You Go To My Head. So I'm going to do this one in my crease. Although the brush is working, I want to use my pinky finger, give it a little bit more of a depth on the outer corner so that I can blend in that monochrome on the middle there. So then I'm going to take that monochrome color, and the shade is In My Feelings, and it's got like a little bit of a brown purpley blue color to it. So I'm just going to take that and rub that right across my eyelid. This probably would look better with a blue eye, but... So I don't know if you can see when we get a little closer here. I want to see how this green will look. Just because I'm wearing green contacts, I want to see if I can blend this green out in the crease as well. So I'm just kind of tucking that into the crease and then pulling it up a little bit without interfering with that golden brown color that I initially put in there. Did I instantly regret this decision, or maybe? Just want to keep it low and right close tucked into my crease there because I don't want it to overtake that beautiful gold color or that brown color that I used in the beginning. Now I'm going to take this gold color that was in that quad, and it's called Starry Night. I'm just going to go back out in that outer corner, tap in there just ever so gently. Okay. So I actually grabbed a Morphe M508 to dip into that gold color because it's more of like a glittery gel type. I want to get a little bit more on there and make sure that it's in the places that I want to be. So I noticed that on the outer corner here, it was more sparse than gold on that side, so I want to put a little bit more on the outer corners. I'm just going to follow that up with the other side as well, just to make sure that it's sitting there nicely. Okay, I'm not going to go too crazy on the eyes. I don't want to spend too much time on them. Now I'm going to attempt a wing. The reason that I'm smirking while I'm saying it is because under pressure, I don't know. I'm just nothing too dramatic. But I say that and it'll end up being dramatic. I am now going to go onto the rest of my face, and I am using the e.l.f. foundation brush to kind of put the concealer in the areas that I want it to be. And then I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender to actually blend it into my foundation that's on there. Looking cute, right? Okay, so now that that's all blended into my skin nicely, I am using the Too Faced Ethereal Setting Powder that I received in a BoxyCharm box. So again, I'm just taking that damp sponge that I already have. It's kind of drying already, but that's okay. It's not too bad. And then I'm just pushing that in the places that I want to set that makeup. Once it kind of sits into that area and I brush it out, I will blend the leftovers from the brush all over the place. From the tip of the sponge to the tip of my nose. And I'm going to pull that up as well. Doesn't have to be too crazy because I'm going to add some highlight to that afterwards as well. I'm going to go in with my J-Cat Face palette. This is the Hide and Seek palette. And I'm just taking the darkest color in here. I'm just bringing that color down a little bit. I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay. And then I'm also going to take the shade a little bit lighter and start blending out around my face. And the reason I do that is because I want the darker color to, again, help with the contour on the one. So it does look a little bit crazy, dark, deep as of right now, but as I blend out everything, it'll start to kind of blend together a little bit better. You just keep rubbing over it. You just keep going over it with the brush until it blends into your skin a little bit nicer. Okay, I'm just gonna take the shade a little bit lighter than that one and go over it one more time, just to make sure that it is blending nicely. Because I don't like those deep lines. When I'm doing my contour, I want it to look as natural as possible. As soon as I apply a darker color to my skin, it sits in the scars on my face. So that's something that has always driven me crazy. Kind of like push that setting powder into my skin all over. And I do like this one because it does get, I can use the edge of it to get in my nose, in the crease of my nose there. And then I can use the tip of it to blend across or slide the powder across my eyes. With the Hide and Seek palettes highlight that they have in here, because this one is really, really nice. It's not too shimmery or shiny or anything, but it's just nice enough that I can put over top of that and give it a little bit more of a pop to it. So it's nothing too intense, but it's still really, really pretty. And then I will put a little bit on my pinky finger to put on my nose. So that just kind of gives it a little bit of a different definition. And then over my lip as well. And I'm just ever so gently going to dip into this. That wasn't gentle at all, was it? I'm scared. Okay. Okay, it's not so bad. Okay, just a gentle hand because it is a very deep red. That's way too deep for me. Way too deep. Okay. If I do that, does it make it better? I feel like I need to go back over that with that highlight again. Good. I'm gonna finish up with that. I'm done with the face. Okay, so I'm actually taking a Milk Makeup eyeliner and I'm going to just graze that along the lower lash line. This is actually my favorite lower lash line eyeliner right now because it actually, the color actually takes and shows up really well. I'm taking the Morphe 508 and I'm just like ever so gently dipping into that color. And then I'm just gonna graze that along the lower lash line. Okay, so it's not too bad. And that is that. When I used to do my lip liner, I know I look like Little Richie right now, but when I used to do my lip liner, I would always kind of like try to like kind of do like a straight line down, but I noticed that the way that my top lip is shaped is that it puffs out around here, right? And then it kind of like curves in. It's weird because I would always try to like do these things with my lip liner and it would always look really, really messy in that. But as you're looking closer and closer at your face, as you're trying different things, that's kind of something that I noticed about my face. And that's okay. Drum roll now for this mascara, right? Because it's gonna be everything that I ever hoped and dreamed in mascara. Wish me luck. Okay, so this is just lengthening. I don't know if you can see without looking at my nose, but that's the one side. And then this here is the volumizing side. I mean, it is a really nice mascara. I don't know if it's like the most amazing, incredible thing ever, but you can kind of see the length and the volume on that one. And then on this side, nothing really. Can you see that, or am I shadowing myself out? I wanted to do this video on a different angle from like a wide view, but that's okay. That's okay. Still learning. A Morphe Luminous Setting Spray to finish up this look because I did them when I used the e.l.f. Luminous Primer, Putty Primer. I like to finish my look also luminous, and especially with that highlight and that beautiful red blush. Hey guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button if you did. If you didn't, let me know in the comments what you didn't like about it. Also, hit that subscribe button if you would like to see more of these videos from me. Thank you guys so much. I love you all so much, and I hope you guys have a great night. Take care.